TIS is fairly unique in that it's the only tenant-controlled organisation of its type in Scotland. And it was established 20 years ago by a group of tenants who spent 5 years trying to get funding to get an organisation together to provide independent advice, information and support for tenants. So in 1989, TIS was established with 2 staff, a Dundee office and a shoestring budget. And obviously TIS has grown to an organisation now. There's 18 staff, headquarters in Glasgow, 5 project offices all over Scotland, so it's grown quite substantially over the last 20 years. And really that's down to the hard work of the Executive Committee and the staff.
TIS provides a flexible and tailored service to landlords and tenants throughout Scotland.
We deliver independent development support, training, advice, information to tenants, to landlords. We provide again services to staff training, helping landlords to develop their tenant participation strategies.
We deliver all kinds of services, from supporting tenants to get organised, to helping them to influence services from the landlord, to public speaking training, to going out to find out what tenants' issues are about local services. So we provide a huge range of services, and tenants really love some of the work that we're doing as well.
Well, TIS are pleased this year to be launching the Frances Nelson MBE Award. It's really important to celebrate the memory of Frances and the dedicated work that she did in Dundee and all over Scotland. And the award really is to celebrate the valuable role that tenants and residents groups play all over Scotland.
Where we stay is a very deprived area, and it's a very run-down area. We felt very disheartened because we weren't getting anywhere with the council. We found out that TIS can come as an independent body and help you. So we badgered the council and they employed TIS last year to come and do a survey of the tenants of what they felt needed done in the area, which has resulted in next year a total refurbishment of the 6 blocks of flats costing over £3 million.
TIS have a really important role to play in supporting tenants and their representatives in participating properly in the way that policy is developed. And the government has been very happy to fund TIS to run free sessions informing people about what's in the draft bill. It ensures that all sorts of tenants get a chance to learn about what we're proposing and then to take that understanding back to their own areas.
TIS have supported FITRA and River Clyde Homes in putting together our tenant participation strategy. I think they've helped us to develop a culture where we recognise the importance of tenants in our organisation, that they are an absolutely critical part.
Tenants Information Service is the only organisation in Scotland who are ruled and governed by tenants. They are proactive, but they're also reactive. So being proactive, they are conscious of all the bills that are coming out, all the new measures that are coming out. On a reactive way, they react to people's problems, people needing more training in certain aspects. The housing bill, for example, they will react to that and do some training sessions in all the areas.
We really do like to use innovative methods. We just recently had a conference called In It to Win It, which was based on a game show theme. So we had tenants making things like the generation game, and we had a countdown conundrum as well for tenants to work on. And so all of that fun had a serious message, and it got over the message about tenants growing as an organisation and getting organised.
We're just trying to get young people, so anyone under 25, more active in kind of any housing issues at all and more active in their own communities.
Because we've been involved with this, the management have come on board now and they're coming to the meetings.
I think there's a whole range of issues that are affecting tenants and landlords across Scotland right now. There's a real issue of the lack of affordable homes. People can't afford to buy, people can't get access to a rented house from a house association or local authority. There's an issue about the quality of housing. There are some very poor houses in very poor communities that we need to do something about. But actually, one of the big things, big problems we've got just now is the recession.
I think the key issues for the tenants in my area are most of the tenants that have stayed there most of their life. Any new build property that's been built, there's no chance of them getting it, and that's because of the allocation policy.
The key issues are when are we going to get our bathrooms and kitchens
One of the problems we've got just now is that tenants don't have as much influence as they should have. Landlords, councils and house associations really don't involve tenants as much as they should. They don't put tenants first. The service they provide does not really have the tenant, the consumer in mind. It's more about what the organisation wants to do. So organisations need to involve tenants far more in shaping the service that they get. But above the landlord, it's about the regulator. The Scottish Housing Regulator has a key role in improving things, making sure that quality of service is good, but also making sure that tenants have opportunity to be involved where they want to be involved.
We would like Scottish Government to provide more housing and get people off the streets, yes.
I think it's just trying to encourage kind of younger people to become more involved in the community, trying to get them out and becoming involved in different activities that's going on.
They need to take into consideration whether it be a young person going into a place where there's older people, or older people going into places where there's young people. So it's not just about sticking people in a house, it's more than that.
I would like the government to seriously consider allocations and regeneration projects.
I would like to see the Scottish Government improving the amount of new build houses for rent.
We want Scottish Government to allocate more funding.
I would like the Scottish Government to build more social housing at affordable rent.
More affordable housing.
If there's any organisation who does primarily help, they'll not say tenants only, because it is a broad company, and what they do is they help the owners and all, and they're very, very good. The staff are good. To me, they do a wonderful job.
TIS have been really excellent for information, coming, doing visits. They're helping us set up a new federation and letting us know just how the council works and what the council should be doing.
We're not on our own. We have some people who can help us get our point across to local authority, either employees or councillors who do get listened to now.
We work with TIS really on a daily basis, so that's how they help us, and we work together as a team. So.
The work that TIS is doing is really driving us all forward. We're not standing still here at all, and I think TIS have got a lot to offer the residents and tenants organisations locally, so we do look forward to working with them again in the future.
Well, our vision for the future is that tenants and residents groups continue to have more influence than they currently have just now in Scotland. We also hope to develop work that we're doing just now with landlords. We're doing a lot of training to ensure that landlords find better ways to involve tenants, improve the way that they communicate with tenants. For the future, the big challenge really for tenants is that tenant participation is taken seriously and it's adequately resourced and supported, and that's the challenge ahead.
I think what's fantastic for me is when you see tenants actually making a difference.